Pocketwolf Podcast, Halloween edition. Today, I am joined with my co-host, David Scoggins.
Feeling spooky today.
Leighton.
Very excited to talk about Halloween this afternoon.
Cole Cartier.
I'm really scared right now.
And last but not least, Owen Becker.
I'm ready for a Halloween podcast.
Together, joined with me, your host, Clayton Cockfield, we will attempt to deliver the best candies, the best costumes, and the best movies. Anything related to Halloween. So listen, guys, Halloween's right around the corner, okay? And with that comes the pressure of good costumes. You gotta have a good costumes or you will be made fun of. So, what are we being? David?
I think the most obvious costume this year, I feel like there are going to be a lot of Jokers, you know? I'm not saying it's a good costume, but I'm just saying, like, you're going to see a lot of Jokers on the street.
Because, why?
Because of the movie, because it's just popular.
Well, the movie came out, like, what, 2 years ago?
Okay, it's still, like... Well,
it's a good movie.
And it's also,
it
like...
is a good movie.
Like, it's really popular.
Yeah, top 9.
Like, I already know a few people who are doing the whole Joker thing.
Okay, so are you going to be the Joker?
I'm not. I haven't decided what I'm... I don't even know if I'm going to dress up as anything.
Shame on you.
I know, it's unfortunate.
What's you, Cole? What are you going to be?
Whenever someone says, like, the Joker, I think, like, Persona 5 Joker, and I hate myself for thinking of that, but it's kind of funny at the same time.
Cole is ridiculously good at Super Smash Bros.
Doesn't matter.
Especially as Joker.
So for Halloween, it's really funny, because, like, I'm going as Sora from Kingdom Hearts, because I think it was really funny. It was on Spirit Halloween on clearance for like $25. I thought I might as well get it because it's stupid.
Did you go to, what, Spirit Halloween?
Spirit Halloween made like Mandeville by
yeah.
Barnes & Noble.
It says a lot about you.
And it's a terrible place. I don't like it there. It's like really depressing inside. Like, wow, this is what Halloween has become.
It is. What about you, Leighton?
I don't think I'm really planning on dressing up as anything this Halloween, but I definitely will say, I think one of the problems with Halloween is whenever people... There's certainly a dying down of the culture of dressing up like spooky things. People now dress up like superheroes, and I think
they want to express themselves.
Quite frankly, it's sad. It's not as spooky.
I remember dressing up as Spider-Man when I was younger.
I mean,
I have some pictures.
every now and then, of
Yeah.
course.
I know
but
people
like
who
to
are
be
still
the
dressing up
majority, it is a sad
Look,
thing.
Leighton, it's the one day where like wearing costumes like okay in society, and so like if I want to like dress up like in February, I'm like no, that's a little weird. So like I'll
Who's gonna
save it
stop
to like
you?
October.
Who's going to stop you?
Society.
Who's going to say,
Society.
take that off? Who's going to say, take that off on Halloween?
The police.
No one's
The
gonna
police.
say that. The police, okay. What about you, Owen? What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm really not doing anything for Halloween this year, but I'm going to agree with him. Superheroes, they're probably by far the most common.
It's overdone.
Yeah, it's way overdone. Costumes, you see, oh, look, it's not really superhero, but Star Wars. I see everywhere stars. Someone has a lightsaber. Spider-Man, you said, what,
Yes.
a few years ago you dressed up as him?
No, I was
More like 10
when I
years
was
ago?
3.
Okay.
I feel like it's mostly
Yeah,
little
like,
kids
come
who are
on,
wearing
just
like
dress up like
Jedi
a
costumes,
vampire
so.
or Frankenstein or something. You know, you got to get that spooky feeling.
Just be
Why, though?
creative.
I
Like,
feel like-
it doesn't
I don't know,
really
I feel
have
like
to be
it's
original.
I mean, to be
mostly-
fair, this is more just me being overly
I feel
critical.
like it's mostly
but-
kids who are wearing like the superhero costumes.
Yeah, just,
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
You don't really have to be original. Just try and get the essence of Halloween. Like, try and
Yeah.
be spooky, I guess.
Yeah, I guess my point is, it is weird. I feel like in my time, like, I remember when I was little, like, everyone wanted to be something Halloween related. But, like, now, you know, you just look out your window and it's like everyone's a superhero. It's more just weird.
Maybe like you just forgot what it's like being like 5 years old.
You've lost all joy.
Because like when you said your time, it's only like 10 years. Like not
Well,
much
yeah.
time has passed.
I don't think it's that society's leaned away from scary costumes.
We just love good people
or
more.
like superhero.
We appreciate the good.
it's the
and
parents'
Think-
fault.
No, it's not that. We just gotten older, and you know it's like less and less of us now celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, but I think it would be fair to say how, you know, superhero films and stuff have grown exponentially in the last 10 years.
Ridiculously, yeah, no.
Pump a new one out every couple of months.
I'm gonna be Heisenberg, and it's gonna be great. I don't have the goatee. But any like, I could probably go to like Spirit Halloween to get facial hair or something. But like, I don't
Or
know.
like just grow it out.
I could grow it out.
I think
grow
like the only costume I have probably like in my closet, I think I have like a Michael Myers mask. But honestly, it's more funny than scary because it's like you can always see like in that mask someone's eye movements. So like if someone does like a side eye, it's just Michael Myers giving you a side eye.
Have you seen the videos where there's a dude dressed as Michael Myers and he's
Like
just
waiting
driving?
in the-
He's driving up to a right next to a car, and then the people look at him, and then he just turns his head, and they freak out. That's funny. But enough about costumes. How about candy? What is the best candy? And
Yeah.
if any of you say candy corn,
Oh, I was just about to say, I know you disagree with this.
this
but I
podcast is
definitely say
over.
candy
David,
corn.
David, the podcast.
Dude,
will
what are
end.
your issues with candy corn? Like, I want to.
like the candy corn, like in the corn shape or like the pumpkin shape.
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Then what's
Pumpkin
Why?
shape is just.
The pumpkin shape is even worse.
I don't think the shape really alters like the taste at all. It's just.
If you eat pumpkin candy corn, you're like beyond
pumpkin is
saving.
thicker.
I
for
want
lack
to
of
listen
a
instead of
better
just
term.
objecting without any reason. I want to hear like why.
My reasoning.
It's
Yes.
like sugar
'Cause I don't like it.
wax.
Okay,
we're
tell
gonna-
me a candy that isn't like just sugar. That's
It's just-
good.
No, candy corn just isn't good.
Great. I want a reason.
It is sugar,
Yeah.
but somehow they made sugar bad.
All
And
right.
I'll go into a little of my backstory with that.
Yeah, let's
I
hear it.
ate a lot of candy corn. I was like you, David.
Mm,
I was
okay.
young and naive.
All right.
I was eating candy corn without restriction, without limits.
What would change that?
I paid the price one Halloween night where I threw up. That's it.
That's
Where?
That's why you
I
don't
just-
eat
I
candy
ref-
corn.
I
throw
refuse
them
to eat
like
candy
on
corn.
their route getting candy like at home.
How do you
or,
know the
like, in
candy corn
car.
caused that though? Like usually Halloween you eat like all the candy that you collected.
It was chocolate and candy corn, and I still eat chocolate to this day, and I'm healthy and amazing as usual. But candy corn for 1 year it stopped that. What about you, Cole? What's your favorite candy?
I don't really eat candy that much. I kind of just like get the candy and say, "Hey, who wants it?" And I just hand it out. Really.
So you're the person who's like, take one, please.
No, I kind of like just go around trick or treating, say, "Hey, give me some candy, please." Come home, say, "Okay, guys, who wants it?" It's like, don't bag it on the ground. It's
So
yours. Take it.
you're a patron to.
Yeah, I'm sort of like a candy man for hire. But
You have little siblings.
I have three brothers that are younger than me.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like for Halloween too, I go to my grandpa's house for like to go get candy, and there's me, my brothers, my family, and my cousins too. So like 4 cousins there as well. So like I divvy candy out pretty equally, I guess, between
You
everyone.
have to have some opinion though.
Some
Like,
opinion?
You can't just be stone cold objective. with
So,
candy.
I'm not being objective. I'm saying I don't like candy.
Why don't you like candy?
Because I don't really like sugary foods.
You're disappointing me today.
Disappointing you.
I would like to state for the record.
Make me cry, Clayton.
Okay, look, I'll state mine right now, and anyone who disagrees is objectively wrong.
I disagree already.
No, you don't.
I already know what it is, and
It's
say I
it's
disagree.
Smarties. It's Smarties. Smarties
Wonderful.
are underrated. They're
No,
amazing.
not underrated.
Yeah.
Every time you go up to a bowl that says "Please take one," and it's all Smarties, I'm taking
taking a few.
I'm taking one bowl of Smarties. Okay.
Well, Smarties are all like that, like 3rd grade treat. You're like
what are so good about
winning a
Smarties
video
though?
game.
Like,
I used to feel smart eating Smarties. I thought that was like the science
Okay.
behind it.
so
So-
you like it because it like tricked you psychologically into believing that.
Hey, the power of marketing right there
Yeah.
on my young 8-year-old mind, and still to this 17-year-old mind today. What about you, Leighton? What's your favorite candy?
I mean, I feel like favorite candy is probably really difficult, but I really like sour candy, and then every now and then Reese's,
Mhm.
Now, when you say sour, do you mean
Like
like,
the Patch.
Sour Patch Kids, or do you mean like really sour stuff?
Like those warheads.
With that it depends, Sometimes, I mean, if I'm really looking, for a challenge, I'll take Warheads. But like, if it's like, more casual, then sure, Sour Patch Kids, they'll do the job.
Sour Patch Kids are like the god tier movie
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
Like anytime I go to a movie, I get the
I agree. I
popcorn,
feel
get the
I-
Sour Patch Kids, and I'm set for the.
They're kind of gross. Like I don't really like them anymore, but
I
back,
used
back
to
in my
think they were
day,
really gross, but I feel like they've actually gotten better
yeah.
with age.
Mm.
What about you, Owen?
Okay.
Please
so
have an opinion.
I'm gonna say Smarties. That's top 3 for me.
Yeah,
top
Smarties
3
is
Halloween
good.
candy.
Top
It's
3.
good.
That's
it's
my
just
man.
so
Wrong.
Let's give me some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna say top 1 for me. Probably like peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter cups. I eat way too many of them. Like I'll get a bag of them, eat like 8 of them in a day, and go through like 3 bags in probably a week. So mainly I hoard. 3 Musketeers are also good. I really like 3 Musketeers.
Are pretty
But
good.
if I'm like getting 3 things, I'll get Smarties, 3 Musketeers, and Reese's.
So is that what you look for
Yeah.
when you go trick or treating?
Uh-huh.
Are you going trick or treating this year?
Probably not, but I don't know. I'll just get candy because why not?
Yeah. See, I'm not a huge. And I know this is it's gonna hurt some people's feelings, especially the listeners at home. But I'm not a huge peanut butter guy. You know, never have been. But Smarties is a quickest way to my heart right there. Yeah. Okay. Moving on from candy, though, let's talk about movies. What is the best Halloween movie you have seen?
So wait. Are we talking just like horror movies in general, or?
It could be. I mean, I guess that would qualify as a Halloween music.
I mean, I'd probably say like the original Blair Witch Projects.
You like
So-
those?
The first one? Yes.
You like the first one?
Dude, that was the scariest thing I've seen in my entire. I was watching with a group of my friends. We were no listen. Okay, if you watch it under the impression that it's real, and that this is actually these like the tapes were actually found, it's a lot scarier. Like we were told, like our parents told us, or no, the kid I was staying at my friend's house, and his mom told us that like it's actual found footage. So we watched that thinking that actually happened. And we for like a long time we were like, what? Like, and then I looked it up and I found out they were actors. I'm like, okay.
See, the thing with me is I watched it for the first time recently. I convinced my
The one from like 20-ish years ago.
yeah the OG
the OG.
I convinced my cousins and my siblings to watch it when we were debating on what horror movie we would watch, because I had heard good things from it. And I was really hoping it was going to be good. And I watched it, and now they're never going to let me live it down because they thought it was so bad. Because spoiler alert, but it's been out for like 20 years. So what are you doing? They thought you never saw a monster.
That's literally the point. It's psychological horror.
You
It's
gotta
not
let
like
the
big scary
imagination run
monster.
wild.
I know, but we're talking about my family here. And
Okay.
Mine's just
my
very,
family
like,
wants those cheap jump scares.
Right.
Like, but they could have snuck something in there, like in all like the 5-minute shots where they're
That
just
makes it
looking
scarier
into the
though. Like you
woods.
never see the witch.
I want to see something though to make it worthwhile.
Dude, that would probably ruin it though. They remade it and they showed the witch, I'm pretty sure, and it's like I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's like really bad.
You could show something.
I don't
maybe
think
like,
they-
I mean, I haven't seen it, but like, did
Yeah.
they show anything? Maybe like a
They showed
creepy
witch
hand or something. Like,
Yeah, there was
oh,
a
maybe
human.
it's
There's a
like-
human hand. I'm pretty sure. Like
It doesn't even need to be a witch, just some like monster.
I feel like,
or-
I mean, obviously you don't.
It's
want
just like a bunch of whispering in the woods, and then the tent rattles
Right.
and stuff. Like,
because it's the witch.
put
It's not
some
a
like
monster.
big monsters in there or something. That's like they look like a tree, but then they move, and it's,
It's
like,
kind of
oh, they're not a
goofy,
tree.
in my opinion.
Well,
it's like the
scary,
Blair Witch is
okay?
revealed to be the Wicked
I
Witch
live with the
from
trauma
the
of
Wizard of Oz movies.
not picking a
just
good
like in
horror
green
movie.
paint.
Who else has a good horror movie? Cole?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, like, I know the Saw series is really good. But, like, I like the Saw series a lot because I don't know. I'm
you
gonna sound like weird saying it. Like, I like the whole like intricate thing about like how like the like Whoopi Goldberg machine, like the death machine thing. That's pretty cool.
Have you seen the newest
No.
kind of Saw spinoff?
Not the newest one,
Spiral.
no. I haven't seen Spiral.
It's not good.
I've seen the ones on Hulu so far.
Don't watch it.
I just assume like new things aren't good anymore when it comes
It's
to
just
movies.
they're just making new traps
Well, like that's like the whole point of the
with like
movie mostly.
very gory traps, and that's
What about
basically the
Night
plot.
Before? What's it called Night Before Halloween?
Not before Christmas.
That's a
Before
Christmas
Christmas.
movie.
That
That's
is-
a
it's
Christmas
kind of a-
movie.
That is.
It works either
No,
season.
it doesn't. It's a
It's
Christmas movie.
undecided.
What's the title track of that song? I mean, of that
I've never
movie?
seen the movie actually. I'm just saying
it's-
it. It's
this
a
is
Christmas
Halloween.
movie.
Cole is uncultured.
I just don't watch TV movies. Besides if they're on besides Saw on Hulu.
Little background noise.
Nature.
A good Halloween music. When I was really young,
Monster Mash.
every year. No, not Monster Mash. Is that even a movie?
You said Halloween music.
Yeah. No, I said
You said music.
music. That's my
Fucking
bad.
movies, bud.
Yeah.
I meant movies.
Silly goose.
Every year, whenever I was like really young, Spookly the Square Pumpkin would
Oh, the
come
book?
on. No, not the book. The movie. They made it. I guess was it a book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that,
I had
but
the
it was
book.
a movie, and I loved it. I would watch it every single time because it's like, hey, Square Pumpkin, he can't do the things a round pumpkin can do. Just kidding.
It's kinda
Yes,
sad.
he can. It was sad. I cried the first time I watched that movie, dude. But This Is Halloween. That song is
This is a slapper.
Oh, yeah.
Get me started.
for sure.
I think like in terms of like if you want like just something quick, like kind of like a cheap Halloween vibe to put on like on Halloween night, I think Scream is pretty good
No,
for
it's
like
a classic.
yeah, those types of like in that category of like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream. I think Scream is probably the most superior.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it actually seems, at least in the beginning, more realistic. I don't know if anyone else here did, but does anyone like when they were really little remember watching the movie Halloween Town?
Halloween Town. Halloween Town.
The name's familiar. I don't.
It is.
Oh, it was like this
Oh.
really old movie. It was like, I forgot what channel it was on. It was on like one of the kids' channels, but it came on all the time. Classic.
What's
I
it-
remember like the like episode specials during Halloween on Disney and Nickelodeon.
They would always play that one with the witches. Oh, what was it called?
Wizard of Oz.
Dude,
Twitches?
what-
Was that it? Like the...
No.
Oh, no. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, what is it called? Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I did not like that. I thought it was terrible. I still think it's terrible. Disney was kind of hit or miss with their Halloween music. No, not music.
Yeah, I
I
don't
said
disagree.
music again.
Mostly miss though.
Mostly miss. Spookily the Square Pumpkin though. It was good. It was good. I think we can all agree that. Well, I think that about wraps up our Halloween episode. Hopefully, we did not anger our listeners too much with our opinions of candy corn and of David. What did you say your favorite horror movie was?
I said the Blair Witch Projects.
Blair Witch. Yeah. Well, that's subjectively.
Or not even my favorite horror, just like for Halloween.
See,
think
I
it's
thought
good.
I thought it was okay.
It's good to watch with friends, you know.
I thought it was okay. Regardless, though, we hope all our listeners have a great Halloween, and we'll see you next time.